and welcome to RIT SportsZone. I'm John DiTullio.
And I'm Emily Clark.
Well, you may want to say that RIT hockey fans have been spoiled over the years. The Tigers have delivered 4 AHA regular season titles and have made 3 trips to the AHA championship, winning the title in 2010 before advancing to the program's first ever Frozen Four.
By those standards, last season was certainly a disappointment as the Tigers finished 8th in the conference and made an early playoff exit.
19 Tigers are back from last year's team, and as Melissa Bromley reports, the Tigers kicked off their preseason training with one of the toughest tests they'll face all year.
This season, the RIT men's hockey team put a unique twist to their team building here at the S.W.A.T obstacle course.
Go guys, you're on the clock, let's move it now. Time to pick up the pace. This way, this way, this way, this way.
How did this whole thing with the S.W.A.T team come about?
It was really just by chance. Lieutenant Eric Paul was in the rink one day and we started talking, and he said he was a criminal justice major at RIT and was a tactical trainer here, and said, would you guys be interested? So I came out in the summer to take a look at the obstacle course, and I thought that we've done some similar things in the past, not quite like this, but I thought it would be a good idea, and it was better than what I thought it was going to be. It was a good experience, I think, for the guys.
Touch the first one, touch the last one. Don't go too far.
How challenging is this course?
Well, you look at it, if you come out for the first time and you try it, and you go, each individual obstacle isn't that difficult, but when you break it down and you actually have to do it in a certain amount of time, it becomes that much more difficult. And then, of course, after doing the 8 to 10 obstacles and the run in between it and at the very beginning, and you finally figured you're done, you get up on that wall and you tap out and your time stops, well, then you forgot you got 3 more obstacles to conquer. Once you're physically exhausted from running the course itself, now you've still got to find it within yourself to physically pull yourself up an 8-foot flat wall and get yourself over the top.
Go guys, time to move, time to move. Keep going, kid. Fine, you're on the clock, let's go.
The LAPD SWAT team put together their own obstacle course, and we basically patterned ours after theirs specifically, and we used that to train and test our cardiovascular, upper body, and all-around conditioning ability for SWAT members for the last 15, 20 years.
Belly boys, don't climb over it, throw it. Throw it over. Good. Go for a run, boys.
It was actually harder than I thought. It's because you did the first obstacle and then you had to run back all the way to do it again. So it was a little bit harder on the second time and pretty exhausting. But we're used to doing physical activities, so it was not bad.
Oh yeah, Mikey, there you go, buddy. Keep it going, keep it going. Keep that momentum to the end.
Now it's a new kind of team bonding for your team. How do you think the team coped with that?
Pretty well. It's cool just to see that we're athletes and we have that competitive edge. And even though we're one team and we get split up, we all want to be the best. And it was cool just to see how we can perform on the ice together, one team. But when you do these events, we're still pushing each other to our limit. So then when we come back to a team, I think we have a good dynamics and wanting to go after it all together at once.
Well, the team mentality starts right here. Every single one of you is going to take a small bite out of this bagel. You're not going to pull it
Now, you
off.
introduced the bagel to the team today. Can you break that down for us?
Well, the bagel has a lot of visual representation. For goaltenders, they always want the shutout, the bagel, no goals scored on me. For a coach, it's more of I don't want any injuries for the season. No injuries, that would be my goal for my team to stay healthy. And then for the team itself, you know what, why not set a goal with no losses? My ultimate team building experience, we did it on SWAT. I said, why not do it for the RIT men's hockey team? Everybody has to take a bite out of that bagel.
What do you think today is going to do for the rest of the season?
I think it's a jump start. I think everyone that took a bite of the bagel is officially part of this team, and we're going to figure out what it takes to win, and we'll do everything we can to make that happen.
The Tigers have been picked to finish 5th in the 12th team conference behind Niagara, Mercyhurst, Air Force, and defending AHA champion Canisius.
Well, the puck drops on the new hockey season on October 10th when the Tigers welcome Colgate to the Ritter Arena. That game will be followed by a showdown with Big Ten's Michigan. The Wolverines arrive here Saturday, October 12th at the Blue Cross Arena. SportsZone's live coverage of RIT in Michigan begins at 6:30 with pregame live on Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. For a complete broadcast schedule, visit RITSZ.com. Welcome back to Sports Zone. It will be a first when the RIT men's and women's hockey teams leave the friendly confines of the RIT Arena to play outside in the elements later this season. As our very own Emily Clark reports, the Tigers recently got an up-close look at where they'll be headlining in December.
The baseball season is winding down here in Rochester, which means hockey is just around the corner. In 4 months, the RIT men's and women's teams will step onto the ice on this field to participate in the very first Frozen Frontier.
Over the sun, you can see behind me are members of the men's and women's RIT hockey teams.
So now that it's the start of a new season, the whole team is here. Does it feel like the game is a little bit more real?
Yeah, absolutely. Now that we're in the park and you have the posters and the girls here signing autographs with the guys, and then seeing Garble up there with the new jersey on, it's very real now.
It's starting to feel real, especially this week coming into school, meeting all the new freshmen. It's exciting to, get to experience my last year and know that it's going to be a good one.
Did you get a good idea of what it's going to look like when it's filled with Tiger fans for the game?
Everyone who was out there from the team saw the view from the field, and it was so exciting to see that once we get the orange in there, it's going to be such a great opportunity, and it's going to be a lifetime experience. So we're all really excited for it to come.
So after seeing Matt come out in the jersey, what are you thinking about them?
I really like the jersey. I've been telling Jeff my last 3 years here that we need to get a third jersey with a tie-up. Sweater at the front, and he's finally come through with that. I like the colors. Everything just seems to flow together, and it's going to be really nice seeing us out there on the field with the new jerseys on.
So can you picture what it's going to look like with a rink out there?
Not really, not yet, because it's not winter, but I don't know, it'll definitely be neat to see what they come up with.
I think when we were standing up there as a team, we were looking out at the field, and we were just like, wow, it's going to look so cool. The rink's supposed to go from first to third, so it's just going to take up a good majority of the infield, and it's going to look great.
What do you think it's going to be like when you first walk out there? You're in a different place, and you're playing in front of all the Tiger fans.
It's going to be jaw-dropping. That's all I can think. Running out of the dugout onto the field and then right onto the ice, I think there's nothing going to be better. And then just skating around, the wind in your hair, it's going to be so exciting, I think.
Seeing how many people we could fill the seats, seeing the ice, it's going to be a different experience, but it's going to be a great experience. And to be skating out there and knowing we're outside, just playing in our old backyard, it's going to be fun.
Do you think this has the potential to be one of your favorite memories at RIT?
I think it already is. I am so excited for this game. I know the girls are excited about it. This will definitely be right near the top.
One of the best memories, yes. The national championship is hard to beat, but this is definitely going to be a really exciting event for us, and especially with all the new players coming in. Just each year, everything getting more exciting. It's actually really exciting to do.
I definitely think it could be, yeah. I don't think I've played a competitive game outside before, so it'll definitely be something new, and I look forward to it.
It's up there for sure, because not a lot of people get to play an outdoor game, so I think everyone, including myself, are so excited that you're just not going to forget it.
Growing up, did you ever play outdoor hockey?
Playing a game, no. It's something that not very many people get to experience in their life, so I know our whole team, both men's and women's team, are looking forward to it, and it's gonna be a good turnout. So hopefully we have a lot of fans there, and we'll have a good night of weather.
What do you think fans can expect from the game?
Fans can expect a good, hard-fought game. We're not gonna think that it's outside. We're gonna be slow or cold or anything. It's gonna be a great game and lots of fun for everybody.
Fans can definitely expect a good game. We play Clarkson, who's a great team. So, and I think we're going to be a great team this year also. So it's going to be a good experience, and the game, I hope it's close, and hopefully we'll pull the win out.
The RIT women will square off against Clarkson at noon on Saturday, December 14th, and the men take the ice that night versus Niagara. Start time is 7 o'clock.
The fall sports season is underway, and that includes men's soccer.
The Tigers hosting Elmira College in a non-conference matchup. Didn't take long for RIT to get things going. Just 1 minute and 3 seconds in, Ruben Marquez nets his first of the season to give the Tigers a 1-0 lead. 55th minute, senior John Cato tucks it inside the far post. RIT led 2-0. Then just a minute and 27 seconds later, it's Cato again for his second on the day. In his fourth goal on the season, RIT shuts out Elmira 3-0. How about the RIT women's soccer team? The Tigers facing St. John Fisher. 52nd minute of a scoreless match. Sierra Kiss has her shot blocked, but it comes right back to her, and she puts it in to give RIT a 1-goal lead. 20 seconds remaining, Fisher with a chance to tie, but Amanda Murray made the stop. She gets her 4th shutout of the season as RIT wins 1-0.
Over the last 3 seasons, the RIT women's soccer team has emerged into one of the best in the Northeast. Last year, the Tigers earned the school's first NCAA tournament bid, and earlier this season, they broke into the national rankings for the very first time. As Courtney Tennant reports, since arriving on campus, head coach Liz Masterson has done a masterful job.
When you get that ball, you need to be flying down the line on the run.
Coming into RIT 4 years ago, what were your expectations with this program?
4 years ago, we really were just setting the stage for our team culture, and we were doing all of the little things to build us up. And so the foundation of where we are now was really started in that year with the players that we had then and the leaders that we had then. And even 4 years ago, we had such buy-in from everybody in the program, that from our freshmen to our seniors, who really wanted to change the team culture. And so in that year, it was all about just changing expectations, having very high expectations, and then each year we've just sort of built on what we did the year before. So Steph could read it, that that's what you wanted to do, when the ball should really precede the run there. Otherwise, it's just not going to be there. So just hang
Coming in as a freshman, Coach Masterson was new to you, new to the program. How's the program different today from when you started?
Well, I think that since we were freshmen, we've made leaps and bounds in our program. I remember coming in and, just hearing about the switch up of a coach and not really knowing what to expect. I don't think we knew what to expect at all when we came here. I think now that coaches come in and really established goals for our teams, had us, talk about team culture a lot, really just like mentally preparing. It's just completely exceeded all my expectations coming in.
What is the culture of RIT women's soccer team that Coach Masterson has really built in her 4 years here?
A lot of what our team culture has to do with is just being really open with each other, being responsible, and just being a good teammate on and off the field. We talk a lot about how we communicate with each other. We try not to be negative, everything to be constructive criticism, and also to know that, whatever's said on the field is meant to, help each other and yourself, and just to leave it all on the field and not take anything to heart. Coach really tries hard to make sure that everybody is on the same page, and I think that's just like a huge accomplishment when we all have one mindset and one goal, because you can achieve anything together if you're all in it together and you buy into the program, you buy into our goals and what we want to do.
What was it like to make the NCAA playoffs last year?
It was probably the greatest feeling, sitting in a room together and hearing our name, called on the selection show, because we weren't automatically in there. We received an at-large bid. And from that moment on, I wanted every single player who comes into this program to have that feeling, hearing your name being called. There's nothing like it.
This team has made it into the national rankings for the first time ever. What does that mean to you as a coach, and what does that mean for you and the program?
It wasn't earth-shattering for us, really. I think that's where we expect to be. And it doesn't play much of a role in how we go out and prepare for a game or how we prepare for practice. We know that it requires us to take care of all of the little steps along the way, and that the season is really long, and that we don't look far into the future. We have to take care of today's training and today's game, rather than worrying about national rankings or postseason play. We have a long way to go before that.
When your playing careers are done at RIT, what do you hope that you've left behind?
I want our teammates to realize, and the freshmen coming in to realize, that we have something special here and we should cherish it. We want to leave like a legacy, you know. This is how our team should be from now on, and our mentality. Keep growing our culture. That's been huge since freshman year. Everyone just being on the same page and just expecting the best out of ourselves, because there's no reason we can't make it far in the NCAAs. There's no reason we can't win a Liberty League championship.
Where do you see this program moving forward down the line?
Well, RIT is such a special place. Academically, athletically, there's no reason that we shouldn't be able to be a nationally competitive, nationally ranked program competing for a championship every single year. And especially with the foundation that players like Alexa and Jamie have built, along with all of the other players who've been here over the past 4 years, we really have such a solid foundation and team culture that we can only continue to grow.
Kayla and Lindsay Quandt have known each other since freshman year, when they lived on the same floor in Gibson Hall.
Since arriving on campus in 2010, both shared a desire to play volleyball, but as Melissa Bromley discovered, it took nearly their entire college career before they finally decided to try out.
Lindsay Quandt played 3 years of varsity volleyball in her hometown of Houston, Texas. Why did you come to RIT and choose not to try out?
For some reason, I didn't think I'd make it. I get really nervous, I guess, and lack confidence sometimes. And I remember actually I talked to Jim about it. He's the coach, and I emailed him way back. And I talked to him about maybe coming. And I guess either a combination of his response or my uncertainty, I just decided that volleyball wasn't going to be what I needed to do in college.
Kayla Wheeler had never played volleyball. Instead, she devoted her time to basketball.
When I was in high school, I just never played because I wanted to focus on basketball, and that's kind of what I loved at the time. But then I came here and I met all the girls, and I just kind of fell in love with it, I guess. We had talked about playing because we had both said, you know, she played in high school and she was like, I really want to play, but I don't think I'll make it. And I was like, well, I haven't played, so I'm definitely not going to make it. And so we just kind of like,
ironic now.
Yeah, I know. We should have.
This year, they finally gave volleyball a shot, and it definitely paid off. When they both came to try out, did you see the potential right away?
Immediately. Obviously, Lindsay's a great athlete. She's quick, she's powerful, she moves well, she jumps well, she hits well for her size. She does all those things where she's just a really good, complete athlete. Kayla's also a great athlete, but she's a very exceptional learner. She's got a quick processing, part to her body where she just says, that makes sense, all right, I'll try that, and she does it.
What has the experience been like? Like for you, Lindsay, what was it like when you made the team?
Just unreal. I don't know. It was something that I really loved doing in high school and everything. And whenever you base your life around athletics, because I did volleyball, basketball, track, I did everything. And then I got to college and I just dropped everything athletic. And when you do that, you kind of have to reevaluate what you care about, and which was good for me, but at the same time I still really missed it. So being able to have the chance to play competitively for a school again is just something I didn't ever think would happen.
Wheeler didn't think it would happen either, especially when she suffered a tough break during tryouts.
I mean, I didn't really think I was going to make the team to begin with, and then I actually broke my hand the second day of tryouts, so I was like, well, that's it. Try again next year maybe, but I talked to Jim about it, and he was like, well, you stick around and we'll see what happens. So I ended up making it.
If their arm slows up, I want you to come up the line and then think about going. Don't cheat.
That was crushing for me, for her, for Amy Reed, our basketball. I think for everybody, it was like, oh no, can you believe this? And it was freak. I've been playing volleyball for a million years. I've been coaching since high school, club, college, whatever, since like 1985. Many teams. I've had kids break their hand, but not doing what she was doing. Usually it's hitting another player, the ball, hitting it, doing something like that. she was going to the floor and it just bent awkwardly. And I mean, in all those hours of practice time, never had it happen.
What's it going to be like for you when you actually get to play your first
It's
volleyball
gonna be
game?
amazing. Like, that's my one goal for this year, especially, is just to get in a game.
What was it like for you the first time playing your first game?
Oh gosh, I was so happy. I looked ridiculous. I don't know if I went up to you, but I was going up to everybody and I was just grinning ear to ear. I forgot how fun warming up before a game was, and it was just like, even Jim, or we were watching video the other day, and it was the first game, and we were watching like part of the warm up, and I'm just like, I'm literally bouncing around the floor because I was so happy and excited.
Do you wish that the two of them had tried out their freshman year and you could have?
For sure. That's the easiest question. I look at where they have been so far, and even with Kayla's injury and how much time she's missed, and say, if you're here as a freshman, senior night this year would be special. It would be hard. You wouldn't want to lose them, and they'd be, as good as they are, they'd be so much better because none of that lapse would have happened.
If we could go back in time, back to your freshman year, would you try out now knowing what you know?
I would have played.
I don't know, because there are so many things that I wouldn't have experienced otherwise. Being away from sports helped me focus on other goals, and not necessarily more important, but maybe some more lasting ones, just because not every athlete gets to keep doing it forever.
Well, don't forget that staying connected to SportsZone is now easier than ever thanks to the RIT SportsZone app.
You can access highlights, features, and much more. So download the SportsZone app for your Android or Apple device today.
Well, that does it for this edition of RIT SportsZone. So until next time, thanks for joining us in the zone.